Hello everyone, I am super excited because I have a great project for you guys today. Welcome to Gazelle Creative Studio. My name is Uriel. Please subscribe to this channel because I will be bringing great projects, creativity, and inspiration. Okay, let's get started with this exciting project. You're gonna need 4 floating shelves from the Dollar Tree, and this is for just one pedestal. Also, you're gonna need 4 of those signs, so you're gonna need a total of 4 signs to make one pedestal, and I'm gonna be referring to those as panels. When you get those signs or panels, make sure that you get the right ones, and I'm gonna explain this a little more. Here I'm showing you those signs. They're 2 different sizes. This means that this is going to fit the base and the top of the pedestal. You're gonna need some square dowels as well as some glue, and finally some cutting tools. Putting those 2 floating shelves together do not make a perfect square. That's why we need to find 2 different sizes for those signs or panels. So let me illustrate this a little better. So we have 2 floating shelves upside down glued together, and what we want to do is get the right signs or panels so it fit the base of the pedestal but also the top. This will make everything fit perfectly. Something that I had to do is just to cut 2 panels a little bit at the top. Now I have my 4 panels to size. Everything's gonna fit perfectly. And also we're gonna be doing with those floating shelves, I'm gonna be removing those screws, and also I'm gonna be cutting those tabs with this knife. Now that I have removed those tabs and those screws from the back, something that you want to make sure of is to glue them inside. Right now they come apart. For this I use E6000 to glue them inside but also together. And after 24 hours, the top and the bottom are set together. Now I am going to move on to build the body of the pedestal. So this is the wider panel that I am using at the bottom. And so basically those square dowels are going to help me to hold those panels together. I was very surprised because when I glued everything together and everything dried, the piece became pretty strong. So I was very surprised about that. I thought I was going to be a little flimsy and not strong enough, but I was very happy with the quality. So I hope you make some of those because they turn out like really nice. So right now what I'm doing is I'm gluing those square dowels all the way to the edge. It has to be flush. This is for the other panel that goes on the side. So this is my final piece, all dried and flush on each side. You can also use some of those wooden tower blocks from Dollar Tree to do this part. Now that the wider panels are dried, it is time to glue the most narrow panel to the sides. And I'm gonna do everything all at once because I want to put some weight but also be able to align everything. Friends, I would like to connect with you, so please don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I want to continue bringing exciting projects. Also, I would like to take the time to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. If you have any ideas for me to create, please let me know in the comments below. Those signs from Dollar Tree, they bend a little bit, so I let this piece to dry for 24 hours just to make sure that everything is straight and glues all together. And this is how all my pieces are coming along. I created a total of 4 pedestals, 2 at 28 inches and 2 at 14 inches tall. Right now I am working on the largest ones, but I'm gonna be showing you what pieces to use for the smaller ones. As you can see, there's a little bit of roughness on the edges, so I'm gonna be using some spackle, and this should fix the problem. It should make it very nice and smooth. I will be doing this also for the base and the top of the pedestal, just to close the gaps. All the pedestals that I made came out really nice, but I have to tell you that I had a hard time trying to close the gaps for the base and the top of the pedestal. The final product, you can see a little bit of a line at the top. The bottom, it doesn't matter because you know it's upside down. You can see a little bit on the sides, but it's not bad at all. So you will see the end result, but if you have a fix or a better way of doing this, please let me know in the comments below. I'm hoping to recreate those in the future and just make them more perfect, because I feel like pillars or pedestals or columns, they have that perfect look, you know, very smooth, very precise. So this is what we have so far for the pedestals. This is the top, what's going to be the lid if you decide to make it a storage, and also the body of the pedestal is getting dried, and here's the second column I am working on. And here we have the base and the top of the pedestal. After some sanding, these pieces are nice and smooth, as you can see. Also the body of the pedestal. Next, we're gonna glue the body to the bottom with glue E6000 to make it sturdy. We're not gonna glue the top because that's going to become the lid. And this is what we have so far for those 28-inch pedestals. What do you guys think? Now I'm gonna be moving on creating the smaller pedestals. For this, I'm gonna be using some of those wooden panels. They measure 11 by 5.5 inches. We don't need square dowels for those smaller pedestals, as those panels are a little thick and they can hold each other. Again, gluing those floating shelves together don't make a perfect square. So I was able to find those panels that will make the perfect fit. This part was a little tricky to put together because I wanted to do everything all at once. So I apologize if you cannot see everything, but I'm sure that you can follow along what I'm doing here. I'm using those clamps to just hold everything together. I want to make sure that everything is aligned, but also I want everything to dry all at once. And I am going to repeat the same thing I did on the first pedestals. I'm gonna be gluing the floating shelves with E6000 glue, and also close those gaps with spackle and sand them so I can get everything all nice and smooth for painting. And here's the body of the pedestal, all nice and dried. Next, I'm gonna be gluing the body to the base using E6000 glue. And here we have the two smaller pedestals ready for painting. And as you can see, I use some spackle to close the gap between the base and the body of the pedestal for all 4 pieces. I will be using this paint I have on hand. It is white by Behr, but I highly recommend using Waverly as it applies a little better as we're painting plastic. After painting all the pedestals, I use Mod Podge to give them a very good seal. Are you guys ready for the grand reveal? And here are the 28-inch pedestals. What do you use them for? Let me know in the comments below. You can see a little bit of the lines on the sides and also at the top, but it doesn't change the beauty and the overall aesthetic, as I will be putting things on top anyway. And here are the 14-inch pedestals, one with a lid open, so you can see how you can use them as storage. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.